So it was very competitive, obviously. I know people don't like to give Steve Kerr a lot of credit, but this Guy Santos emergence didn't come out of nowhere. 22-11 tonight against the defending champs.
It literally,
22
Wait,
and
Dre,
never
11.
mind.
you're giving him credit
It kind
for
of
Gee
literally
though?
did because he wasn't playing
Best
him. He was
defense
kind
in
of
the league,
forced to
by the
play
way.
him, so
Best
it
defense
kind
in
of
the
did
league,
come out
man.
of nowhere.
No. I'm not giving or not giving Steve credit. I'm just saying Guy Santos is emerging. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know, but
And
you
it's
led with you said Steve, and then you.
Yeah, you said like he like
So
this is some
maybe
I don't know,
well, I'm
Dude,
saying
Steve Kerr.
that
You
the
have
debate
to give
because some
credit to
people
Steve Kerr,
some
though.
people say
but
that
he wasn't playing him. He was
no, I
forced
know. But
to.
what I'm saying is some people will use like this talking point that Steve doesn't develop young players. They point to JK, they point to, whoever else. And then I'll see people on the TL say, "Well, what about Guy Santos? He's developing just fine under Steve." So, I'm saying regardless of where you stand on that point, he's emerging regardless, whether you want to credit it to Steve or not. And my point is, he had 22 and 11 tonight against the defending champs. 22 and 11. He matched Shea, or I mean Shea obviously had some free throws at the end, but he pretty much produced as well. I mean, you look at the scoring tonight. We had 3 players in double digits. The Thunder had 3 players in double digit scoring. Like I mean, Draymond. What did you think about Draymond tonight? Because I thought Guy was our
he
best
was
player.
awesome.
Yeah, Draymond was good. I
Draymond
thought. I
was
mean, he
good.
did have a lot of turnovers
Nah,
tonight,
Dre was
I
killing.
mean,
He was killing.
Dre was +2
He
in
was killing.
a 7 point
Dre was
loss.
pretty good
So
tonight.
Yeah, he
he
was
was
He
killing.
good
was
tonight.
he was good. He did have 4 turnovers, but I'm not going to put that too much on him because
But he
this
didn't
Thunder
have
team,
turnover in second half.
this Thunder team is so they get away with so much physicality
Yeah.
that you're bound to have a few
Now
turnovers.
Dre, his defense on Shea, I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed. I was
I
impressed.
was
I ain't
gonna
gonna
say
lie.
Dre. I actually think that Draymond was the best
Yeah,
player on the court because of his
bro, his
defense
defense on Shea was
and,
If
extra.
you
and,
want
and
to
he
if
gave
you
you
want to say
16
he was the
points.
best, that's fine. But all I'm saying is like I thought tonight, right? Who stood out? I thought it was
Pat
Gee,
Spencer being so bad,
Draymond low key.
Draymond,
Draymond,
and Gee
he
were our
but yeah,
two
but
best players.
Gee, yeah. Who else?
Somehow
I
Gary
mean,
I
Gee
think
is
Al
better
Gary
than
had
a
Horford.
role
I think
player.
Al
listen.
Gee
Horford
has
too.
more potential than a role player.
However you want to
I
slice it,
mean,
he
GP2 had
Yeah,
so
he
many
nobody
had
really
12
rebounds.
stood
Like
rebounds.
out.
that was
To be
impressive.
honest,
pretty
it was
good.
a
And
slugfest.
then our bench. I mean, look, I thought LJ Cryer was okay. Nate Williams, like some of these G leaguers are coming in, they're scrappy. But GP2, I know GP2 didn't shoot the ball well, but I thought his like overall presence was pretty good. Like
On the
defensively,
offensive boards, he had
Yeah,
like
I
8
mean
offensive boards.
he had
7.
some good defensive possessions against Shea.
he had
I
12
mean he was
rebounds.
scrappy on the boards.
Yeah, 12
So
But
rebounds.
Dre,
On the
what
offensive
like
board specifically.
Dre? Do you think that LJ Cryer should be playing over Pat Spencer at this
yes,
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
Yes,
absolutely,
Yes.
yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
yes. And
And
even if he's not much better, sorry to cut you off,
He
Dre, but
played. LJ played 17 minutes and Pat get 26 minutes. That tells you everything.
like
My thing
even
is
if
like those
go ahead.
possessions when Pat he he like there was the really nasty possession against Dort where he's sitting there trying to dribble and create an advantage for 12, 13 seconds and Dort just cuts him off every single move and you just
Yeah.
burn 13 seconds off
He
the clock,
doesn't
bruh.
move the
Plus like 4 or
ball.
5 seconds to get
Exactly.
across the
He do
line.
that pick and roll
So
and then
now
he
we got
get into
six,
the
7 seconds left. It's just like
Bro, he doesn't move
and
the
you're not a
ball, bro.
shooter. You don't space the floor. Like what do you
And you
provide? And then
don't
you're a
defend. And
clone.
you
He
don't
doesn't push the
defend. Like
pace.
Yeah, if he could shoot, like if he was a really good shooter, I probably wouldn't have an issue. Somehow he's shooting 37% this year,
Fake.
but
Fake.
if he could shoot, I mean it's on 2 attempt. Like it's yeah, he's not a shooter. But I just don't know what Steve's obsession is with him.
He's white.
It, he
wow.
he's a middle-aged
Okay,
white
all
man.
right,
That's what it is.
He's
all
white.
right.
That's the obsession. I
But
mean, we
you
can
No,
know what
call
it
it for
is
what
Steve
though.
it
likes
is,
Steve
bro. We
likes
can
playing
call it
Pat
for what it
I
Spencer
don't
is.
because
think
he
I don't
lets him
think
turn
that's
the
what it
ball
is.
over.
But I'll say this, Steve. We know that Steve has always had like a penchant for like the underdog, the role player
He
guy.
likes,
Like
yep, the underdog.
he played that role in his career, so he has a special
he
like
identifies with them.
place in his yeah exactly. So he understands the plight of the role player. So he always like sees himself in some of these guys and just maybe gives them a little too much
Bro, I'm
rope.
telling you guys, this tonight was yet another. I know we lost, but it was another real indicator of some of these guys stand out, man. Like I thought Pods, he didn't shoot the ball well, But I thought, he did some small things, like couple
Yeah,
steals. He
six
rebounded
assists,
okay.
and only one turnover, two
Yeah,
steals.
and he only had
Dre,
one
but
turn.
Nah, Dre, these guys, I'm proud of these guys. They're not laying down and just letting teams like walk all over them. Like
It's
these guys
clear,
are fighting.
bro.
So
If Joe Lacob never came out and said like, "Oh, we think Brandon Pajemski can be an all-star," like I think things like that add a lot of energy to the fan base in terms of the backlash. But like Pods is not like he's a
I
decent player.
think him saying
If
I'm
there's
better than
ever
Steph, I
anything
think
around
there's
like,
the stuff that people didn't
He's
like Dre.
not like, bro, like tonight, obviously, like he's not gonna go bucket for bucket with Shea, or even
but
Isaiah Joe. I
he
mean, Isaiah Joe.
we shouldn't even care, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't even that's so far from the realm of my what I even expect from anyone on this team outside of Steph to go bucket for bucket with. That's not even close to my expected. Like I think he played not well, but he's a good player. Pods is a good player.
He struggled to
I
shoot the ball.
um,
He struggled to
if
shoot the
you
ball
so
if
tonight.
you
so
guys
Dre,
if
It's a
you guys look
rotation.
if you guys look against the Clippers against San Antonio and tonight, all of those games we lost the last 5 minutes, and that is when they miss Steph. Those are the games when this so close. You need a talent like Steph. I think we compete this game tonight. We play so good, especially that second half. Our defense was good.
By the way,
So
Porzingis tonight. I know he struggled shooting, but he did have 5 assists.
yeah.
And I don't know if you guys noticed,
how many points he had?
he had 9. He didn't shoot
Mhm.
well, but he did have 9. But here's the thing. I don't know if you guys like watched him defensively. When every time the Thunder drove the ball, they kicked it right back out. Like they got 2 feet in the paint and then they're like, we're gonna swing it. Especially in that fourth quarter. So I saw like a clear difference in terms of like
Dre, the
Porzingis'
impact.
presence on the court. You could see like as a rim protector, he changes the way teams attack. Like they didn't want to attack the paint. You saw how many threes they took, right? Isaiah Joe took a few threes. Shea took a few step back threes. They weren't getting in the paint at all. Like they didn't get any shots at the rim. So I think Porzingis adds a very unique element we really haven't had, and just his sheer physical size and presence, it changed. And plus, he was next to Draymond and Horford for some of those possessions. So adding, like, I think Steve did a good job closing with positional size, but I don't know what his thought process was with the backcourt of Pat Spencer and Potts. I'm not sure what he.
yeah, he needs to stop
So
playing them
Dre, you know
together.
what's
They just can't.
interesting?
They don't need to be playing together.
Um, so like obviously Gee, part of what is helping Gee thrive is opportunity, right? And I think one of the things that we need to be thinking about going into next season is how do you get not necessarily the exact production because the opportunity is not going to be there, but how do you get this version in terms of aggression and in terms of green light from Gee with the guys healthy?
Andre F, I don't know if that's possible. Like depending on what
It
this
should
team
be.
looks like,
My rotation for this team, and I think factoring in what to expect from Steve. So I would say Steph, Draymond, Melton, Porzingis, Horford, Gee, Pods, GP2. I don't. When Moody comes back, he'll be in there as well. So GP2 Moody, that's 9, and then maybe you throw in a little post here and there. But that's it. Like
Wait,
that's your 9 to 10 men.
I thought Porzingis was salary dumped though. Isn't he a free agent?
No. I'm talking about when Steph comes back this season.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So when
Yeah, I
Steph
thought I
comes
thought
back,
Porzingis had a good impact on rebounding in this game too. I mean, Golden State didn't turn the ball over; they rebounded well. I thought Kerr played good lineups, big lineups at the end. But I thought the one mistake Kerr made was L.J. Cryer shot 50% from three straight games, even though it's been on lower volume. Golden
hmm
State needed him for offense, especially the final 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. He should have gotten more minutes at the end of the game.
I agree. I agree. So you guys made a good point. Are we ever going to see Steve elect to play Crier over Pat Spencer? Because
I don't think no.
I'd be
I don't think
surprised.
he
I'd be
never.
will.
I think
No,
so.
surprised.
because
I'd be
he
No,
didn't
surprised.
no.
even do it for Will Richard over Buddy till like when?
because here's the thing, right?
Like
Like the reason why Pat Spencer popped off the screen earlier in the season was because Pods was so bad. It was so difficult to watch. He wasn't making shots. He looked slow out there. He didn't look himself, and Pods was just not producing. So Pat Spencer was a different look. He could get into the paint. He was hitting tough shots. He was, crafty around the rim, mid range. Okay. Now, obviously, he's been in and out the rotation. And the one thing I noticed, though, Pods is starting to get, right, like the last 2 to 3 weeks, he got his groove back. He got his rhythm back. He's making shots, and he's getting a lot of minutes. So when you play Pat Spencer out there are times where he's a two. If you're going to play Pat Spencer at the two, then you're essentially saying he's a scorer. He's going to be playing off the catch, right? Whether he's shooting the ball or attacking off the catch. So if you're just going to use Pat Spencer in that role, you might as well use LJ Cryer because his skill set is better suited to shoot off the catch or attack off the catch as a scorer. Pat Spencer is more of like a facilitating, kind of get in the paint, dribble penetration type of guy. But if you're going to put the ball in Draymond and Pod's hands, at least right now, then you might as well start LJ Cryer because you're not what's the defensive gap at that point between Pat and LJ Cryer? I mean, neither of them are really good defenders
A little
anyways.
bit better than him. LG at least moves better than him.
Yeah, so I think less Pat Spencer. I would want to see more LJ Cryer moving forward. I like the energy of Leon's and Nate Williams, but obviously they're not going to be in the rotation long term. You guys saw that video I posted with Moody. His hand is in like a brace or a cast. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for, but it doesn't look good. So hopefully he's back soon
Our
because
40% shooting is in jeopardy.
Something else that
yeah,
also killed the Warriors this game that no one really brought up is their free throw
Yeah,
shooting.
but don't worry.
They're
We
11
are.
for 18. They're 61% from the free throw line. Thunder were 96, 23 for 24. That's
Yeah,
another
but
reason they lost.
Golden State couldn't score the final 5 minutes though. Even with the foul shooting, they weren't going
Yeah,
to win
but
with the way
free
they
throws
shot.
are one of those things. It's like
You
but you know
can't
what?
shoot. You can't shoot 61%
I
from the
will
free
say
throw
this
line
though.
and expect to win.
One
Can't.
thing I did like. I know we couldn't close in the last few minutes. I did like the shot quality though. Like we did get some decent. It's not like we had like 24-second shot clock violations and we were getting like awful looks. I mean, we got an open three from Gee. I think Pod's got some good dribble penetration.
This
Tough
one
shot.
possession though that I just put in
Yeah,
the jumbotron though, Dre, this pissed me off.
let's see.
Like he's trying to draw a foul. It's not a good shot.
Yeah, like at the and
That's the type of shit.
Horford. I
And
think
it's 19 on the clock.
one thing I didn't like though, I'm not sure, maybe this is like like a veteran's preference type of situation, but we were feeding the ball to Horford in the post. We were just dumping the ball down to him. I don't understand why that's like maybe you do it for a possession, but we did that for like 2 or 3 possessions.
Yeah,
I
but
thought it was
they had Shea on Horford, so there was a matchup advantage there. But I mean,
yeah,
Golden State just doesn't have shot creators on the floor.
right. Yeah, so on
Dre,
that
that is the
play,
only way. Dre, that is the only way we can shoot. Otherwise, it's gonna be 3 points.
on
That's
that
it.
play, right? Pogba, you
Yeah.
see this
It's
where
worked. It's worked on in other games.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Thunder's defense is way better, but that's been our offense in some of these games. It's like they go to Horford and then they double, and then
That's why
you
we
get a
beat
little ball
yesterday.
No,
movement.
Houston.
nobody's
Like,
doubling Al Horford in the post.
We've watched it happen the
No, it's
past few
not.
games.
This
Fine,
is
cool.
dumber than
Okay,
your
cool.
argument that Max
Okay, cool.
Crosby's not an elite
Let
Andrev,
me
passer
when
let
are
me
you
like he
show
gonna
was
you.
learn?
last
Andrev,
night.
when are you gonna learn, bro?
Oh, Pogba doesn't like debate.
It's not about debate. You're just looking at
Are
Tation.
you gonna Pogba? Do you need a Kleenex?
I told you, if Dre goes to holiday, you're gonna get blocked again. If Dre goes to
You
holiday,
niggas
you're gonna
crazy.
get blocked. You better pray Dre doesn't go to
Oh,
Oh,
holiday.
y'all crazy, bro.
Yeah.
but good
Oh,
good
perfect. I
conversation.
found. Wait, sorry. I found it. It took me 2 seconds to find a play. Here you go. Here you go, Brandon. Check out the jumbotron. Took me 2 seconds. Looks like a double to me, buddy.
oh, he found the one play Al Horford was doubled on from the last
You
4
said he
years.
doesn't get doubled then.
That's so
All right,
funny.
good. All right, go ahead, Dre. Sorry.
By the way, Max Crosby has the most.
Shut up.
You niggas stupid, bro.
Max Crosby has the most quarterback pressures of any
We're
edge
not
rusher in the
talking
NFL.
about
That nigga
football.
said Max Crosby.
The last 4 years, you dumb
Yeah,
fuck.
they sent help on that play. I mean, look, Horford.
The
The
Warriors
Dre,
plan
reason,
to
Dre,
rest
Dre,
center
Dre,
Kristaps
if
Porzingis
you go back
Monday
to your point on
in Utah and play him on Tuesday at home versus the
oh, so
Bulls.
Dre,
okay, so it looks like Porzingis is back.
Yeah, we'll see. He day
Whoa,
to day.
nah,
How
nah.
are you
be careful,
resting?
Hey,
Dre. Be
hey, hey,
careful.
Bro,
hey.
nigga, he's not hurt. Why is he
That
resting?
nigga day to day, he
Dre,
be
Dre,
sick,
can
bro.
we talk about that point you made it about Guy Santos? Can we talk
Yo,
about
don't
that?
bring this nigga back next year, bro. Let this nigga walk after this year.
Dre, I know you said it that Steve developed on Guy Santos and
No, no,
Guy
I
Santos.
didn't say that. I said there are some people who feel as if Steve doesn't do a good job of developing young players, and but then there's other people
I
that
don't
would.
even know what that means. Developing, like these players don't get better
I want to
themselves.
But
go
but
back
Pogba,
there.
there's also people
Yeah,
that
but
I
it
see.
also it takes an organization.
There's
So
also people I see on the TL that will point to Guy Santos as an example of a
I
player that
wanna I
Steve,
wanna
you
answer
know.
that point.
Jordan Poole.
I wanna answer the point where people
Yeah,
saying
it
that
takes
is
an
Steve.
organization to develop too,
I
not just
wanna
one
answer
guy.
the point where some people
This
are saying,
develop
"Oh,
word, it's
look,
like it's high
Steve,
school, bro. This shit is crazy,
look,
man.
Steve is developing Guy Santos." Let me say this: Guy Santos and Looney, these are not development. These are role players who are buying their role. Development is when you drafted a player like a talent top three draft or maybe top 10. When you
How is
draft
that?
that
How is that?
player,
How
Nah,
is that
yeah,
Pogba.
development, Pogba?
yeah,
That's
Nah,
top three
no, no,
talents.
no.
What?
I don't.
Let
First
me
off,
say
Nah.
go to
let me say
development,
this.
but it takes
So
Let
an
me
did
say this.
Denver?
organization like
Did Denver
Boston that
develop
Guy,
Carmelo
develops
Anthony?
top
is
to
Guy
bottom.
Santos.
Hold on. Let Pogba
No,
finish.
Looney. Okay, let's talk about Looney. Can we
Looney was
call
a
Looney a
30th
development
pick.
when he's a role player?
Yes, bro.
So
Like
yes,
what's
but Pogba, I think development is about where did you start
So
and where do you end up.
development.
So we were talking about Derek White yesterday. Derek White is a perfect example of development,
Okay,
even though he's not a star.
no, my point is development. What I call is when you drafted a guy like example top 10 draft pick and you develop that player. Example like if you drafted Derek Queen and you develop him like a star or superstar, that is what I call a development.
but
If
bro,
I wait,
Pogba, what you're
let me
missing,
finish.
bro?
Let me finish. If I give Looney a team like the Clippers, Looney's gonna play 18 million. If 18 minutes. If I give Looney in Sacramento, he's gonna play 20, 25 minutes. So Looney is a role player. That is not a
But
development.
Hold on. But okay,
Pogba,
wait,
Pogba.
Pogba,
So
wait,
what
wait,
is
wait.
that, bro? Brother, so you're
Hey,
basically
Dre,
saying,
players got better
But
here.
hold on,
that isn't
Pogba. A
Pogba.
great
You're
example of
thinking it's
development
flawed, though.
that people when they point to Pop. Obviously, Kawhi is the easy one, but another good example is Danny Green.
You can't call me development when
Danny Green's not
Dre,
Danny
developing.
Dre,
Green
Andrew
went
who,
to North
Dre, who
Andrew
Carolina.
F.
hasn't
What's
gotten
up?
better
Andrew
here?
F. You can't
Danny
call
Green
me
developed mostly
development
overseas
when
too.
I'm buying a role. All the role players they fit Steve's system because they're buying their
I'm not
role. If
arguing. Listen, my argument is not
Guy
whether.
Santos is having 16 and 8 every game, bro. That's
But
not
yeah,
No,
but
even
but
no,
role
but
that,
player
but
but
development.
exactly that's
I
what
don't
I'm
but
know.
talking about.
Breezo.
Guy
Wait,
Santos
wait,
not a
hold on.
but
star.
Wait,
Andre
Dre,
made
before
a
you
good
go.
point.
I
Wait,
Andre
don't
has
Dre,
made
think
a
it
before
good
you go.
point.
matters who
Can
gets the credit. Like,
That's
listen,
what I'm saying,
but
bro. That's what
that
I
was
was
what I
about to
was
say.
saying
Like,
Yeah,
earlier.
but I hate it, Jay, when people
but
are
I think
giving
he's
credit
saying.
Steve,
I
people
think.
giving
But
credit Steve as
Pogba,
hey,
that's why
he
I
developed Guy
prefaced
Santos.
my statement
but
by
Who
Pogba, it's
saying
not
hasn't
about.
who
no
Wait,
hasn't
wait,
matter.
wait.
gotten
Hold on, hold
better
on,
from
hold
where they
on. Wait,
started
guys,
though?
guys, hold on, hold on, hold on. Gee, this year is so much better than Gee was last year. Do we all
He's
agree
not
there?
even the
Just
Because
as
same
a
he get a
starting
player.
point.
better
He's not even the same
opportunity.
player.
This
Yeah, he got
team,
better opportunity.
no. Let me say
I,
this:
I,
the
yeah, I don't
reason
know
why
about that.
Guy
He
is
was not
playing.
beating guys off the
His
dribble like
body
this
No,
last
no,
year,
no.
changed too.
bro.
He
The
lost
reason
I
weight.
why
don't. I
Gee is
just don't
playing,
agree with that.
Andre, the reason why Gee is playing is because he get empty opportunity where everybody's sitting in the hospital and I'm gonna play every night 25 minutes. That is opportunity.
We've seen
But he's
Pogba.
getting
We've
more
seen last
opportunity
year.
because he's playing
Yeah.
Last
better
year
too.
when guy Pogba, let
I
me
don't know,
respond.
man.
Last year,
What happened to him?
I don't know.
I think he's.
He
Andre
get
F
a
made a
call.
good point. Andre F made a good point. Who hasn't
all right,
gotten
I got
better
a
from the
call. I got a
start
call.
though?
No, but Gee is better this year. He lost weight. He's dropped weight. He's
Yeah,
quicker.
bro,
He's a better player
bro.
this
It's
year
not
too.
I mean,
even the
we even
development.
saw it to start this season though.
No,
Like to start
I
this
never
season, he
said
was playing better,
Geese
even if it was
playing
only like
bad.
10
I
minutes a
never
game.
said Geese playing bad. But I hate when Stefan is saying that,
Yeah.
going to the TL and saying, "Oh, look, Steve is developing Geese Santos." No, Jimmy get hurt, Steve get hurt. This guy get
Yeah,
empty
my point
minutes.
is, no matter where you stand on that, Guy Santos is a real rotation player. Is what I'm saying.
Steve,
I
hey
agree
Dre,
with you,
Dre,
Dre. That one, Dre.
Dre, did
I
you hear
agree
the
with you that
take?
one.
Because
Did
here's
you hear
what
the
happens,
take?
right? Then I see people weaponize Guy against Kaminga, and then I see like I'm not trying to get into that discussion. All I'm
Kaminga
saying
got better under Kerr. I don't
no,
understand what they.
and you know what? It's true actually. In a lot of ways. So there are people that are Hawks fans that will tell you some of what you're seeing with Kaminga's court vision and his decision making as a passer. Like there are things, and even Ricky G on the TL. Like we've seen Warrior fans bring this up as well, where they'll say, "Well, you know, like some of what we try to ingrain into not just J.K. but other young players, it translates." And that, like, look at Guy Santos. He does the simplest things out there. He cuts. He makes simple reads. He crashes the offensive boards. He shoots open shots. He runs in transition. Like that's all he does. It's not like he's out there, creating his own shot or trying to draw fouls or trying to, split the double. Like he is a very simple player, but you're seeing like, and listen, what is development? I think one thing, because a lot of people are debating whether Steve is responsible or not for this. I don't really care because I know a lot of people have different beliefs or agendas, whatever the case is. I don't care whether Steve is or isn't. But one thing we all have to do is, how do you define development? Because I define it probably a lot differently than some people. The way I see development, it's not just experience and time on the court. It's also sitting down with the player, going through film, breaking down, where, what their mistakes are, how they need to improve, what areas of their game they need to focus on, what areas of their game they're excelling at and they need to double down in, right? So development is also hands-on. It's not just, oh, I'm going to throw you out there and you just get more minutes, therefore your production is greater. Because we see a lot of players like that, where you throw them out there and, they score more points, they get more rebounds, they pick up more assists because they're just playing more time. But that's
Yeah,
not
but Dre,
development.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
Steve
Dre,
Kerr.
I spent the
I
3
don't think
years in
Steve
G
Kerr.
League.
Hold on
I
one second.
spent the 3
I
years
don't think Steve
development in
Kerr is
G
good.
League, and this is the first season I get minutes. So the first 3 years I spent it in Santa Cruz. That is where I developed. This season, the reason why I'm getting 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 39 minutes, it's because everybody's sitting the
But
hospital.
Pogba,
So
but
Because
I'm
he's
getting
Pogba,
he's a
that
Pogba,
better
what you're
minutes.
player.
missing,
Okay,
Pogba,
But
what you're missing when
but
he's in the
Pogba,
G League.
it
Let me
wouldn't have
finish,
looked
bro.
like this last year
It's
though.
not about that, bro.
It wouldn't have looked like
When he
this
was in
last
the
Yeah,
year.
G
but my
League,
thing
bro.
is,
yeah,
I
but
think
When he
last
was
Kerr
night
is
it
as
wasn't
good
to
at
look like
coaching
this
younger
because he
players
didn't
nobody
have
wants
this
as it
nobody
is in an
opportunity.
stopped, bro.
organization to
He
develop
wasn't
younger
getting
Fucking
players.
consistent
It's the
minutes
No,
same.
last year.
I don't know
You
if you
guys
guys
need to
It,
understand
listen to
that.
it
Steve,
takes
right?
an
But Dre, you
organization
ever
to
heard the
develop
Yeah,
take
young
that?
players.
no.
It's not just the head
some
coach.
of
Go
these
ahead,
niggas
Hadi.
just need to shut
Did
up,
you
bro.
ever
Like
hear the
real shit.
take that players
You
don't
shut
fare
up.
well when they leave Steve Kerr
I'm
though?
actually sick of this prick, bro. This fucking
Yeah,
waste
it's
of
such a
trailer park
dumb fuck.
trash.
Why don't you
Dre,
tell
did
us
you
how
ever hear
Cam
that take?
Johnson's better than
Oh my
Michael?
god.
Hold on, Hadi, repeat that
Bro, you
take.
probably
Did
look
you
like my
Jesus
shit.
Christ,
Yeah,
Frieza.
you probably
did you
look
ever hear
like
the
a
take that
fucking
players
rat.
don't fare well when they
Ugly
leave
ass
Steve
nigga,
Kerr though?
bro. I'm sick of these niggas
Uh,
getting confidence on the
not
internet,
not
bro.
as
Goof ass
common,
nigga.
no,
Go
not as
outside,
Yeah,
bro.
common.
I'm sure you're a tough guy in real life, little Breezo.
There
Oh
are
my
some. There
god.
are some.
Oh shit.
It's because here's the thing, Hadi. Some people attribute it to Steph, and some people attribute it to Steve. You know what I'm saying, Hadi? Like
Yeah,
because
Merchant,
you
Steph Merchant. Yeah.
exactly like a guy like JaVale McGee. We watched him leave the Warriors, and he played really well in LA. He played well in other places.
No, but look at Poole, Looney.
Right, and then
So
there's
they
other players. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like I think Looney especially.
There's more players. People leave out.
There's
There's a long list. Like
there
people just
are
act
not
like
like.
no, but
losers.
I heard that take that players don't fare
But
well
I
when
think
they
Looney
leave.
is more
So
of
that's what
like
I'm
a
saying.
Steve or a Steph Merchant than like a JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying?
That
I
says,
think
bro. That
Looney
says
just fit
more.
in the
It's not
system
a
better than
Steve.
he
It's
does in
not
most
even
places.
Steven, bro. It just says more about our system. It's the same thing like Miami Heat guys, bro. We get all these role players, bro. They play really well here. They leave. They go to a different team, bro. A lot of team. Iguodala says this every time. He's like, yo, every time I get a young guy and they come to the Warriors, I always tell them, yo, the NBA is not like this. This you guys are basically and like the
Yeah.
rest of the NBA, like there's a lot of shit organizations out here, bro. There's no guidance. There's no system in place.
The
Like, go
Warriors
watch the
are one of
Orlando
them, by the
Magic.
way.
Go watch. No, they're not.
Because you
Go
gotta
watch the
understand,
Orlando Magic.
bro.
Let me
Steve
finish,
Kerr was
bro.
letting
My
Jordan
nigga,
Poole
bro.
cosplay Steph
I
Curry.
hate
Like
idiots, bro. The
he
Orlando
was
Magic,
allowing some
the
crazy shit
Orlando
from Jordan
Magic,
Poole.
the Orlando Magic have so much talent on that team, and for some reason they're barely above 500 every
No,
year. If
Orlando
you
has
go
done a
watch, let
good
me
job
finish,
developing young
bro.
players. That's
It's
just
not about
stupid.
developing players, bro. They put their best players in the worst positions possible. Their
No, they
offense
don't.
stinks every year.
Orlando's had injuries
They
this
haven't been
year.
a
That's just
top 15
stupid.
offense ever in the last 20, almost
Yeah,
15
and they were a
years.
top 5 defense. They got to the second round of the
They haven't
playoffs.
been a
What you're
top
saying is
15
dumb.
offense in the last 20 years.
Right,
Do
and
you
they
guys
had a
hear that?
top 5 defense. They got to the second round of the playoffs. It's just dumb.
When
It's
did they
just a
get to the
dumb
when did they
point.
get to the second
Anyways,
round
my
of the
point is,
playoffs?
I don't,
Steve
I don't,
Steve
I
is
don't think,
complaining
I don't
about
think
Shea
Steve, I
Whistle
don't think
tonight.
Steve
Like
Oh,
Kerr is
he's
really?
finished.
I'm not
yeah, yeah.
surprised. I'm not
He
surprised.
said he said
Wait,
Orlando
I
wait,
have
went,
wait, wait, wait,
problem
wait, wait,
the
wait,
way
right?
he's
wait.
playing,
Orlando
but I
never
have a
got to the
problem
second
with
round
the
of the
Bulls.
I know
playoffs. What are we talking about?
this nigga just
Orlando went
lying,
to
bro.
7 with Cleveland.
Oh,
They were
They
Steve.
didn't go to
Steve
the
undefeated.
said.
They
second
made the
round, bro.
playoffs. But
Bro,
Listen
Orlando
what Steve
developed.
said.
did you see
Orlando
what Steve
developed
said
Anthony.
about that?
Go ahead,
Steve,
Dre.
Steve said. Steve pretty much said, don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what he said. He's
Yeah,
like, I
but
don't have a
the
Orlando
problem
role
with
is not a
Shea.
developed
problem.
Wagner. They developed a lot of young players.
He said, I
The
don't have a problem with Shea. I have a problem with the rules. He knows exactly how to draw contact. It's all within the rules. Yeah, I mean, look,
Yeah, but
don't
Shea
hate
didn't
the
even have
player.
that good of a game tonight.
15
I
free
mean,
throws.
he
Was it more
had
than 15?
14. So Shea scored 27 points. 14 out of those 27 points were at the free throw line. So,
Yeah.
and again, some of those were fouls, like
No,
for
no.
sure.
The second half, the two they give him in the corner where GB2 was close to him, that was not a free throw.
A
That was
few
a
of
There's
straight
them,
foul.
no,
but
there's
what
no
I'm
way
saying is, Pogba,
CJ.
like
There's no way CJ tweeted this, bro.
Pogba,
There's
what
no
I'm saying is,
way. Is this a real tweet?
out of the 15 free throws, I would say like 9 of them were legit.
Suddenly, the Warriors value post ups and mismatch hunting.
Yeah, but I mean,
What?
Shea's a superstar. He's at home. He's going to get a whistle. I mean, that's the NBA. But my point is, I don't think Kerr's that great at coaching young players, but it's a lazy take to say Steve Kerr doesn't develop players because it takes a whole organization to develop players. It takes assistant coaches. It takes
I
a
agree.
G-League system. It's not just one guy developing players.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
why
no, it's true.
that's why the discourse around
That's
Steve Kerr
why
is
we
just
have
such
Santa
lazy
Cruz.
analysis, bro.
That is why
The
we have
analysis
Santa
around
Cruz.
Steve Kerr is the most idiotic, bro. Anytime there's so much holes in everyone's argument, but they don't want to listen. They just keep saying the dumb shit. Oh, Steve Kerr doesn't develop players. I'm like, bro, if you have a top 2 pick or a top 3 pick, there's a reason those niggas went top 3. This
No,
development
I
thing
think
that
every
people
coach has a
nah.
weakness. Every
No,
coach has a
but
weakness.
Pogba,
No.
you need
Every
to,
coach has
bro.
a
How many
weakness.
times are you gonna let me talk, bro?
No.
Stop
Every
cutting me
coach has
off,
a
bro.
weakness. Now you are lying. When people
This is
come
so
to you,
Dude,
want to
annoying,
lie,
Grayson
bro.
bro.
Paris
Stop
making
lying it.
God co-host.
You can
Nobody's
yell all.
talking about
No, you can yell all
weaknesses.
night you want it, bro. Stop fucking lying. You are the
Nobody's,
biggest
bro,
ass kiss I've ever seen when it
bro,
comes to Steve. He
bro.
doesn't develop players. He's a winning coach, but he doesn't develop niggas.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
That is why the niggas right now
Why are you
fucking
getting
sitting
emotional,
fucking at the house.
bro? Why are you getting emotional right now?
No,
Like,
I'm
calm
not getting
down.
emotional.
How do
You
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 just
are,
want to
bro.
how
You
do
have
you
no
overtalk people,
emotion,
tell?
and
bro.
when I catch you, you're lying. You don't want
Brother,
to. What
nobody's
is it
lying.
called? You don't want to
Papa,
respond
Are
with
you
it.
gonna let me talk? You cut me
I
off.
have an
I didn't
honest
even
question. I have
talk.
an honest question.
Are
How
you
do
gonna let me
you
talk, or are you gonna keep cutting people off like a girl?
how do
Are you
you
I'm
gonna keep
not. I'm
going?
tell
not.
when a
No.
coach
Wait.
develops someone?
Wait a minute. Let me say this. Next time, if you want to tell me something, don't raise your voice. Know
No,
your
but
fucking
who's
role.
raising their voice
Know
right
your
now? Me or
fucking
you?
role. I'm
Bruh.
giving you the advice. Know your fucking role next time. Don't
All right,
fucking
hold on. Let,
Bro,
I have a,
we
I have
you're
a
a
can't tell
role
the
question.
team.
player, bro. You're a
don't
role
raise your
player, bro.
voice next
Disrupted
time
Get
I'm
in the
you.
corner.
misconception
Get
Know
in
of
the
your
corner,
fucking
nigga.
knowledge.
role.
You're in the corner, nigga.
No,
Get in the
I'm not
corner,
getting in the
bro.
corner. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the 1 advice. Know your fucking role. I'm not Brother
Bro,
Cat. You're not
you
talking to
need to
fucking me.
learn. You need to